A very early start for us, leaving the hotel in Nagpur at 10 minutes to 5 in the morning to drive to the airport. Nagpur was dressed ready to welcome the 250 delegates from around the world to the 3-day G20 Inception Summit, which was taking place in 5 days' time. India's airports and aviation transport are truly world-class, coming a very long way since our first trip to India in 1997. After 1 hour and 45 minutes, we arrive in Kolkata. Kolkata is about 100 miles from the sea in the Ganges Delta. A woman with a label. Oh. We were met by Nature Safari's representative who guided us seamlessly to our transport. The plan was to spend 2 days and nights in Kolkata with the purpose of exploring some of the British and our own family history in this great city. From the airport, we travel into our hotel, which is around here. The Hooghli River runs along here. Are you coming on?
Yeah.
Good. What's your name?
My name is Momitta.
Sorry?
Momitta.
Momitta.
Yes.
Momitta.
Yeah, correctly spelled.
No, that's okay. It's good to keep your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good. With this, how have you got involved? What's your...
Basically, we are connected with Nature Safaris and we do the ground operation of their company.
Right.
All the transportation and the assistance and all. I'm not the guide. So we hire guide individually usually for the city tours.
Yeah.
I just assist the guests. So for your group, I was appointed. Just pick you up and just make things easier.
Fantastic.
And follow up with the driver as well. So we do the ground operation. We usually do the ground operations of Nature Safari.
Fantastic.
As well. So that's what.
Very nice. Lovely. We'll have to tell Shara to get more women.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. Momitta turned out to be an absolute star. Kolkata is the primary business, commercial and financial hub of eastern India and the main port of communication for the northeast. Just collected our cash from the ATM here.
Where does it come out? Oh. Wait a minute, it's doing something else now. Yeah, it says cash up there, doesn't it? Go on, where is it? Please collect your cash. Wow. Oh, it's in a little hole.
Yeah. Which worked very well. And we're now heading back on board the bus going to the centre of Kolkata. We will get there as soon as we can and we'll pay as soon as we arrive. After getting out of bed at 4:30 a.m. this morning with no breakfast on the plane, we were starving. Could Momitta find us something to eat? So Momitta, we're just testing that you're worth the value.
Yeah.
We're testing if you have the knowledge, you see.
About?
For breakfast.
Okay, so let's see.
No. I'm sure no. Anything will do, we're hungry. We not only tested Momitta by asking her to find us breakfast, but we had a far bigger conundrum we needed her to help us with.
He will not be the guide for you. He will assist you so that this conversation might be happening.
If but the other alternative was to get somebody who was with us. How much would it cost for somebody for a day, like yourself, to accompany us?
See,
I know you can't do it, but somebody else.
I'm not talking about like assistant guide, definitely. I'll tell you.
Because even just having somebody helps us navigate the way around. I don't know. I gave up. I gave up because the solutions weren't adequate. And I gave up a long time ago.
For the guide, no?
Well, we took the solutions that were coming to us were take this tour or this tour. Nobody is answering my questions. Well, the other package was go to Mother Teresa's place and things like that.
If you turn it into being an assistant, in other words, you direct the tour. Yeah.
An assistant.
Yeah.
How about someone who can speak English?
Here we can see Momitta working on a solution for us as we head off to explore this food mall. This video captures the scenes of Calcutta that stood out for us foreigners over 48 hours stay in the city. It's all very civilized really, the traffic. Momitta tells us this is not like Delhi, Delhi's more crowded. Previously called Calcutta, it underwent its name change in 2001 to Kolkata.
Polishing the shoes.
Google tells me, as of 2003, 1/3 of the population live in 3,500 unregistered squatter-occupied areas and another 2,000 registered slum areas. Selling things to the various vehicles. I think there's a woman down there who's begging. Is it a woman or is it a man?
So I have got the
This is our hotel. Goodness me. That's our hotel. Unlike our hotel in Nagpur, this very smart hotel is located well away from the sights and sounds of the city.
Yeah, you do. So kids can just play without worrying about getting.
We travel into Kolkata, and on the way we pass the Martiniere School for Boys and for Girls, and we end up at the Victoria Memorial.
Designed by Robert Haldane Rattray.
Robert Haldane Rattray designed the Martiniere Boys School. There, you.
On the right hand side.
Martiniere for girls
And boys.
and boys. So Robert Haldane Rattray designed that. Wow. The area Kolkata stands has been inhabited for over 2 millennia. Its recorded history began in 1690. Population of 1837 of Greater Calcutta was 406,000. In 2011, Calcutta is the 7th most populous city in India, with a population of 4.5 million residents within the city. It is the 3rd most populous metropolitan area in India. One thing we noticed was there was no litter, plastic and the likes on any of the streets. Kolkata was India's capital under the British Raj from 1773 until 1911.
What he said was, you're in Victoria, you've got plenty of time to stop, have a wander around,
Okay.
you're very close to the jetty.
Okay.
So maybe he's going to do that.
The Victoria Memorial was a very popular landmark, with the local Indians costing just 10 rupees to enter the gardens. The museums and gallery was 20 rupees for local nationals, and rightly 200 rupees or £2 sterling for us foreigners. We decided not to confront the hurdles on how to enter, as we only had an hour or so to kill before going on the cruise on the Hooghli.
City map India map.
Oh yeah, let's go look at those.
She said we need to leave. Bye-bye.
We decided to walk along some of the streets around the Victoria Memorial.
Hello. These are marriage, I don't know what you call them, chariots. Oh, even more horses along here. Look at them all.
1880 to 1884.
Who is he?
Samuel Robinson.
Never heard of him.
The Victoria Memorial was built between 1906 and 1921 and dedicated to the memory of Queen Victoria, the British Empress of India, who reigned from 1876 for 25 years.
But still attracting a lot of people.
Oh, it is.
From the Victoria Memorial, we then travel along here and ready for our Hooghli cruise, which we leave the pier here.
Teammaker.
Which is a good recommendation.
First glimpse of the Hooghli.
I've created a separate video of our evening cruise on the Hooghli River. It was here that the mighty East India trading ships came to trade, collecting goods for Britain and Europe in exchange for silver and gold bullion in the 18th century. Next morning we drive back into Kolkata to travel on the city tram, first exploring the 18th century European graveyard, followed by some of the sites of the early Europeans who came here.
Door. Oh, what a smart door.
Yeah.
A roundabout. I like all these little pictures. Oh, we don't get as many today. You can see them there.
It was fascinating for us to peer out of the bus windows and see Calcutta going to work. Google told me Bengali, the official state language, is the dominant language of Kolkata. English is also used, particularly by white-collar workforce. Hindi and Urdu are spoken by a sizable minority of the population. Recycling. The summers are from March to June. We are here in mid-March. The temperature is generally in the low 30s as it is today, with a maximum sometimes exceeding 40 degrees or 104 degrees Fahrenheit. What are these flat-topped columns on the pavement from another age?
Yes. You know, there's recycling. Look, I suspect that guy's been sweeping the floor and in his tuk-tuk or whatever, he gets paid for taking the rubbish in. Stores closed, wrapped up for the night.
January is the coldest month, with the temperature ranging from 12 to 23 degrees centigrade. The highest recorded temperature was 43.9 and the lowest 5 degrees centigrade.
Look who's joining us. Momitta meets us.
You look fantastic! Wow! So, a question for you. The streets are so clean. Why? How do they do it?
Is it the government that cleans up, or the
Yeah, the government cleans up the whole city, but it seems much clearer than the other portions of it.
I think they should learn, Delhi should learn from here. Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to the driver.
Coming back to the map, Victoria Memorial. This is where we went for the cruise up the Hooghli River. And this morning what we're doing is starting at Garrier Hatch tram depot, and we're travelling up here and getting off the tram to go to South Street Cemetery. Look at the controls. I suppose that's the rheostat or whatever it is that you speed it up and drop it down. And I think this here is probably the brakes.
Yeah. Set up the tram. Do you know how old the tram is?
I have to check.
No, you're not a tour guide.
Definitely, I can Google it and I can tell you
No,
but it will
perfect.
be fake.
Perfect. So how did you persuade your boss? How did you persuade your boss to come and join us?
Oh, okay, fine. So I told him and he was like, okay, fine, just you'll have to walk over phone. And I'm like, okay, it's fine, no problem. I have some pending work I'll do on the way. I'm on the way meanwhile.
So we better not talk to you, you're working.
No. I'm handy, I'm used to it.
Okay,
so I don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. No, fantastic.
Yeah?
That's a bonus. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah.
But you're comfortable sitting over here, okay, then sit over here also.
I want to be by the window.
Okay.
So Kathy's worried that she's not sure who's going to be sitting next to her. Do you want to sit on my lap?
But it's interesting to see the old writing and...
Kindly tender the exact fare. 100 or 50 rupee notes cannot be changed by the conductor. So how much is the fare, roughly?
I guess 10
rupees. Oh, very affordable.
Yeah, very
Do you think this ringing the bell? Interesting fact I found is if you're hit by a tram, whether you are a vehicle or a pedestrian, it's never the tram's fault, as the tram runs in tracts. So heading from the south of tram station, and we're heading to Dalhousie Square, I think it is, in the centre of the city. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Kolkata's first tram started in February 1873. They were horse-drawn. The first electric trams came into service in 1902. I don't know how old this tram vehicle is, but it's part of the enjoyment as a tourist is its age. This lady wants to come on, I think. Oh, maybe she was hoping to cross the road. I thought she wanted to come on the tram. So we're travelling from the south to Dalhousie Square, which is where the centre of Calcutta. So the tram station's on the south side. And where we were at the centre, near where we were yesterday
Yeah,
evening.
I think so.
So then you'll be able to have a look.
The cemetery is there, South Street Cemetery, which we want to look at, is there.
Oh, just
Yeah. Yeah. Out of the mass of motorbikes and cars appears this young man on his bike. The courage you must take to ride a bike in Calcutta. You are so vulnerable. Someone opening a car door or stepping out. I really salute him. He's got more courage than I have. What's lovely about this is you can actually, there's no air conditioning, you're not closed out like you are in the bus, and you can see life in Calcutta as we head from the south to the north. I think it's quite dangerous getting on this. Oh. Look at these buildings. They're quite old. You know what they were? Please don't let the so-called developers pull these buildings down. They contain the history of communities that lived here. They are part of Kolkata's history and set Kolkata apart from other cities of the world. Focus on restoring them, as I've seen so successfully done at Amritsar around the Golden Temple. All Bengalis who love their city and are expat should help invest in this restoration. So we're almost there, and we're going to stop in a minute. Okay, and we're just, Anthony, we're just crossing the road and then we're off. Okay, we're crossing the road and then we're off. Is this it? Yeah. Okay, we're off. Off. Thank you.
Just wait.
Oh, we're into all the traffic. Let's stay together, guys. Come on, all off, all off, all off. Okay. I got it. That's us off the tram, heading for the cemetery.
Is anyone you know buried here?
Yeah. South Park Street Cemetery, opened in 1767, closed in 1790. But incredible, the size of the monuments, isn't it? Oh. And where
There's
do you...
1 year where 30% of the population died, of the European population.
30% of the European population.
1,200 people and 480 died. Yeah.
Goodness me.
From
malaria,
malaria,
smallpox,
the swampy area.
yeah, cholera. I have produced a separate video of our search and discoveries in South Street Cemetery. Okay, getting ready to cross the road again. You need to look to the right. Traffic light stop. Okay. You're going. Now brave the traffic the other way. Come on.
Just hope the tram doesn't come.
Okay. Woo! We're trying to find our bus, which is along here, and that's going to take us on to St. John's Church, which is meant to be pretty spectacular. I think this is the most decorated bus of the lot. Hello. Good afternoon. Here comes our bus. City services, all for all of us. Quick, on board.
One huge one.
Shall I give one to Momitta?
Yes, yeah.
Momitta, would you like one? Yeah.
Thank you.
Having visited South Street Cemetery, we now drive up to St John's Church. Here's the Hooghli River and here's the Victoria Memorial. Look at that. Yeah. Some of these buildings look quite interesting, quite old. All the fruit. Google tells me that Kolkata has a literacy rate of 87%. I find that really impressive when you consider the world average is 86%, South and West Asia 70%, Sub-Saharan Africa 64%. This is the main bit of Kolkata. If you consider the complexities of running a city such as Kolkata, the national average for India is 74%. Look at all the fruit. Next stop, St John's Church. St John's Church, Kolkata, the first Europeans we've seen since we've been here in Kolkata.
It's 10 rupees per person.
Oh, is that all? Is it,
Yeah.
Okay, so you're still okay?
Yeah, we are.
Okay. Yeah, that other bus,
Yeah.
they've been on a boat trip down the Hooghli.
Okay.
So they're 7 days on a boat. Down, something like that.
Also, so all of them,
All of them, and then they're coming.
so they are leaving.
Yeah. Well, we come here to St John's Church in the very far corner. There's a tomb behind that little spiky thing, and that's Job Chandler's, who founded Calcutta. And as we swing on round, we come to a monument over here. It was to the Black Hole of Calcutta, and the victims of that. So Warren Hastings laid the foundation stone for this church he's the first Governor General of India, and there are a lot of very early memorials within the church, as well as Job Chandler's memorial in the Black Hole of Calcutta. I have produced a separate video of our search and discoveries of early Calcutta at St John's Church, a very special place, and a great credit to everyone who looks after this history for future generations. Well worth a visit. So we're now going to head off to a Bengali restaurant for some lunch. Thank you. Wow, what a lovely place. Yeah,
it's
lovely.
It's authentic Bengali restaurant.
Yeah, lovely. Wow. Thank you. Okay, go. Having visited St John's Church, which is here, the Hooghli River is here, the Victoria Memorial is here, what we now do is drive down and look for where Fort William is. Which window? This window, that window?
I'll let you know.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Probably this way, but I'll let you know.
The final part of our Calcutta search was to try and find Fort William, the early East India Company trading posts from which goods were purchased from Bengali merchants and shipped back to Britain and Europe in their 3-masted sailing ships I mentioned earlier. Fort William is on the right. We discovered that Fort William is enclosed within a military base and is off limits to tourists such as ourselves. But at least we learned where it was, a small achievement in its own right. It is time for me to acknowledge this wonderful lady, Momitta. Without her, we would have struggled, and our 2-day stay at Calcutta would have been a nightmare. Momitta, thank you. Your exceptional organisation and communication skills, along with your lovely personality, gave us an experience of Calcutta that will remain with us for the rest of our lives. What of Kolkata? I don't understand why we didn't see more foreign tourists. We met welcoming and friendly people wherever we went. A vibrant, busy city.